Buying a home is one of the biggest financial decisions you will ever make. And let's be honest, it can feel a bit overwhelming. But don't stress. I'm here to talk about the 5 most common mistakes that people make when applying for a mortgage. And most importantly, how to avoid them. Trust me, these tips could save you time, stress, and a lot of money. Mistake number 1, not checking your credit score early enough. This can be a huge mistake because the type of interest rate and mortgage that you get is all based upon credit score. So I recommend checking your credit 6 months in advance of the time that you've planned on buying your home. That way you have time to address any errors on there. And you can also check and see what you need to do to maximize your credit score. By doing this, you can save a ton of time and money. As an added tip, don't buy anything with credit during that process. Don't incur any new debt. Don't max out any credit cards because that can potentially lower your credit score and jeopardize your ability to get approved. Number 2, overestimating what you qualify for. Lenders look at your debt to income ratio in order to determine what you qualify for. But just because you qualify for it doesn't mean that's the best situation for you. You have other bills to pay for. You have groceries, utilities, the cost of living. So don't get over anxious and get into something that makes you house poor. Mistake number 3, skipping the pre-approval process. I feel like this one is the most important. There's a lot of factors to take into consideration. And if you don't know what current market rates are and you don't know what house prices are, you are going to be unpleasantly surprised when you get that quote on your mortgage payment. Don't forget to take into account private mortgage insurance if needed, property taxes, and homeowners insurance as well. Those are always 3 big surprises that come up during the pre-approval process. Make sure you take those into consideration. Get pre-approved in advance so that you're not surprised. Number 4, don't forget about closing costs. A lot of people are so concerned with the down payment that they forget about closing costs. There's other costs associated with the transaction as well that you might forget about. If you have to have a home inspection, keep in mind that that's money that's going to have to come out of your pocket. If you need an appraisal, that's money that's typically paid out of your pocket as well. And then comes closing costs. You're going to have title insurance. You're going to have escrows and prepaid property taxes and homeowners insurance. Don't forget, make sure you budget for these so that you are not surprised when those come. There's also ways to include those in the transaction. That's why working with a trusted real estate professional and mortgage broker like myself is very key to making sure your transaction is structured correctly. Last but not least, mistake number 5, not talking to a mortgage broker. A lot of people will pick up the phone and call their credit union or their bank and think that they are going to get the best deal. Keep in mind, your bank or credit union has a box that they lend in. As a mortgage broker, we have dozens of lenders with thousands of loan programs, so we can actually tailor a loan program specific to your needs. There's things that you want to look for: rate, closing cost, customer service, ability to meet timelines, and ability to actually close the transaction. There's a lot of information and a lot that goes into a mortgage. Make sure that you're calling a trusted professional that has your best interests at heart and can get the transaction done for you. Now that you know the top mistakes and how to avoid them, you are already ahead of the game. Buying a home doesn't have to be stressful, and with the right guidance and help, it can actually be really exciting. When you're ready to take that next step, please reach out to me. I would love to help you out. Let's make your journey to home ownership as smooth and as successful as possible. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.